Once upon a time, there's a beautiful maiden named Medusa with long golden hair and an enchanting smile. She lived in ancient Greece and was celebrated for her beauty and intelligence. Many would come from far and wide just to gaze upon her stunning features and spend time in her presence. Many admired her, but none more so than Poseidon, the mighty god of the sea. Medusa served as a priestess in the temple of Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war. Devoted of her duties, she took a vow of celibacy, dedicating her life to serving the goddess. One fateful day, while in the sacred temple, Medusa made the mistake of boasting about her beauty to the goddess Athena. Athena was known to be wise, proud, and fierce. Her temples were dotted all over ancient Greece, and people prayed to her for guidance and protection. Medusa caught Poseidon's eye. The god, captivated by her beauty, could not be resisted. Poseidon and Medusa encounter was not one of love, but one of power. In the moment of passion and desperation, Poseidon defiled the temple, and Medusa became a victim of his desires. Then Athena learned of this betrayal. Her heart burned with fury, not towards Poseidon, but towards the innocent Medusa. Athena felt insulted by Medusa's arrogance and decided to punish her severely. She saw her beauty as a threat to her own position and power within society. At that moment, she cursed Medusa, transformed her into a gorgon, turning her into a hideous monster with snakes for hair, a scaly body, and a face so terrifying that anyone who looked at it would turn to stone. Medusa was devastated by her new appearance. She could no longer enjoy the company of others or even look at herself in a mirror without turning herself to stone. She became a loner, living in a cave, away from the rest of society. Isolated from the world, Medusa lived in despair. Her sisters, Stheno and Euryale, were gorgons by birth, but for Medusa, this was a punishment for a crime she did not commit. She became a symbol of tragedy, reflecting the pain of being misunderstood and ignored. Despite her monstrous appearance, Medusa still longed for love and companionship. She spent lonely years in her cave until one day, the hero Perseus came along. Perseus was on a mission to kill the monster that Medusa had become, as part of a bet he had made with the king of Seriphos. Perseus was armed with gifts from the gods, winged sandals, a reflective shield, and a sword. Perseus made his way to Medusa's cave, using Athena's guidance and advice. The goddess saw an opportunity to get rid of Medusa and protect her own power and position within society. Athena gave Perseus a shield polished like a mirror, so he could observe Medusa's movements without looking directly at her. She also gave him a sword made of a precious diamond, one that could slice through its target like it was butter. Perseus faced Medusa in her dark and gloomy cave. He saw her hideous form and recognized that she had once been a beautiful woman. Perseus held the shield up to his face, observing the snake's movements while looking for an opportunity to strike. Gathering his courage, he heaved his sword back and took a mighty swing. With a sharp thud, he beheaded Medusa, and the monster was no more. Miraculously, even after her death, Medusa's powers remained, and her head was still able to turn anyone who looked at it into stone. Perseus later used her head as a weapon against his enemies and even gave it to Athena, who placed it on her shield. In the end, Medusa's story serves as a reminder of the dangers of pride and the importance of humility. It reveals how jealousy and vanity can lead to tragic consequences and cause even the most beautiful and charming among us to be cursed and changed into something hideous. The story teaches us about the complexities of fate, the consequences of actions, and the resilience of the human spirit.